Tables 1 and 2, change over please. Tables 1 and 2, umpires take control please. Tables 3 and 4, ladies. South Australia versus Tasmania. South Australia, you have 5 minutes practice.
I don't know, I'm asking, I've got to
Table 3 and 4, change over please.
I don't remember the lineup.
Sorry? No, I'm right just now.
What's wrong with running in?
Sorry, I don't know why.
She's great. She said until we're going to walk in. Yep. Is it coming up for you now? Okay. Rachel, you're breaking against me.
Come on, Rio! In town, mate. You're invited. Invitation. Come on, Rachel! Come on, Rio! Come on, Rio! Come on, Rio!
Come on, Sabrina. Come on, Mike.
Come on, KP! Come on, Coles! Corbinator. Come on, Coles. Come on, Coles. Come on, Vix. Let's go to Vix. Come on, Trio.
Table Numbers 3 and 4. Thanks, umpires taking control. Thank you.
Come on, Rio. Come on, Cole.
That's on mute.
We on?
Yeah, I think so. Dan, don't know where Dan went. Okay, welcome everyone down. It's Barry Wakefield. I'm here with Brett Rogers. And yeah, we're doing the ladies Queensland and Victoria match. Welcome, Brett.
Thanks, Baz. How you going, mate?
You just had a good win, Brett, against Alico Ronaldo's before, 4-2,
Got up, mate.
which was a good performance.
Bit lucky in the end, but I'll take it.
Yes. So yeah, we got the ladies Victorian and the men's Victorian up at the moment on the 2 channels, and
We've only got the women's up. Well, the men's
we've got the
behind.
women, and
Men's are
yeah,
behind.
the men are on the.
There's Butters line up the black on the in the men's. Oh no, went on. Must have 2 shots. No.
In the the ladies game, we've got
It's Rhiannon on the red.
the top 2 sides playing.
Yep.
I think Queensland are undefeated at the moment with 5 wins out of 5, and I think the Vics have lost 1 match.
Okay.
So it should be a good quality game with the 2 top sides.
Yep. That was a nice clean pot. Shit, that was committed to the shot roll there and knocked it in nice and clean. So
Yeah. Now she's going to play the plant.
a little bit unlucky there to follow that in.
Yes, it was a bit unlucky.
Yeah.
It reminds me of your shot from your match. Where you
Yeah, I
followed
done one of
that.
them, which I didn't want the second ball to go in. Same thing. Yeah,
And yeah, she's probably in a bit of trouble there now.
yeah.
Come on, Rio.
Yeah, she managed to hit that yellow, so she's still got control of the frame with that other yellow over the hole. And it looks like Colby's made it 1-0.
Colby.
When are you playing again? You've got a match tonight, Brett?
Yeah, we've got singles matches tomorrow, but yeah, we've got 2 teams events, 6 o'clock and 8:45 today. So
Okay.
yeah, but there's a couple of single matches tomorrow, I think, if we get through. So
Who have you got in the singles? You know.
I don't know. I haven't looked, Barry. I didn't look past Alex, to be honest.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
a great
yeah,
shot from Rio there. She's got a tidy little snooker there, and
Yeah, she has.
you definitely need 2 shots to get her back in this frame. So
Yep.
good little shot. It's a 1-rail escape, but no certainty. Bit of side required. Definitely missable. And it's got underneath it.
That's 2 shots to Rio.
Yeah.
Although he's still
Lot
got
of
a
work
lot
to
of
be
work
done,
to do.
eh?
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
work to be done. And the
I
other
think
table.
here, I think Rio, look, here's this shot, Baz. If she pots this ball up here that she's looking at now,
Yep.
she puts the red onto the other yellow, puts the red over the hole,
Yep.
and she's got to get the white out a bit. So you just got to, just past, just so it's not a foul snooker.
Yep.
It's risky though, because
Yeah, I mean.
it's risky, but
Yeah, I think it's a good shot.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if I'd play that shot if you were, say, playing Jake McCartney, but
Well,
even this level of
Yeah,
players, I think you're going to probably...
I think even playing Jake, you still have to play that shot, though, and just because he's got to get on the black,
Yeah, yep.
So if he knocks it in and won the yellow,
Yeah, still got space for it, yeah.
and it's still
Will
no
be.
gimme anyway, the way this black is. So yeah, it's a bit of a tricky shot.
Yeah, now she can put this yellow in a better position.
That's right. Yeah, she gets it over the hole. She's very important what she does here now.
the other match we've got Lyndall Element and Michelle.
I don't know many of these Queensland girls that are all.
No, I don't either. I've got a list of a few.
Yeah. Very important shot she's playing here. Like she's got in that's a pretty good spot.
Yeah, I don't know many, so to be honest, I was quite surprised to see them top of the ladder, and they've obviously won every game, so they've obviously got some good players.
Well, the girl playing Rio, she strikes the ball really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really nice. Hits the ball with authority, which is doesn't look like she's coming out here.
Go, Rio.
Yeah. Take the two in the middle, roll the one up the roll, and you're on the black in the opposite centre, obviously.
Yeah, yep. Yep, that's perfect.
Interesting to see what Rio does here.
Yeah, it will be interesting.
She's going to play that shot now.
Yeah,
which is, just to. Oh, she didn't. Thought she may have played it, Baz, and left her hard up on the rail and let her have a crack at that. If she knocks it in, it's still no certainty to go game, are you?
Yeah, I agree.
So
this is kind of just delaying that shot, really. Eventually she's going to put this yellow in a better position, and then you're not going to play it.
She gets this over the hole now, then obviously she's going to have two on the black then. I think Rio's actually... Yeah, I think Rio's actually blocked the yellow off here in the corner though.
Yep.
But maybe Rio's thinking about putting the black onto the red, getting maybe not this shot because it's not going to be tight. But that's maybe what she's thinking, to get in a position to put the black onto the red where it's hard up on it.
On the other table, that was a good finish by Lyndall.
Yeah.
So that's 2-0 to the VICs.
And in the men's match, I asked Peter before I walked over before, they were 4-0 down. I don't know what the score is now.
The score now is 5-2, I think.
5-2, yeah.
5-2 to Queensland. Again, I don't know all the men's players. I know that Andy Burnett obviously plays for them.
I don't know. Three-quarters of them either as the Queensland side, so.
Yeah.
So what have we got here? We've got one shot on yellows, or?
Yes, and this is interesting the one she's doing here.
Wow.
I think that was very risky.
It was, but she's a bit unlucky actually, because she did play to get back out. Yeah, that's a good pot.
It was a good pot, but I don't know. I think you would have been better biding your time a little bit more.
Exactly, she probably didn't need to do it,
It's gone from a non-losable situation, so probably now
touch the reds up here and just bide your time. But she actually played it quite well. A little bit unlucky she didn't get out. Yeah. We've got Sue and Tanya on the other table.
Yep.
Sue's on red. There's an out there, but she's got to navigate it right. Bit of traffic. Got to keep on the right sort of angles on these sort of outs.
Yep. Yeah, they're all pretty.
Especially when you get down to 2 or 3 balls.
They're all one end of the table, which makes it all about white ball control.
Yeah, exactly. Because when you get down to the last 2 or 3 balls, it becomes critical on these sort of outs.
She's covered. I think she went for the pot, but she's covered the hole.
Yeah.
But there's not too many yellows over that side of the table. She's obviously going to on this yellow that's that side of the table now.
Yeah.
Rio's got 2 here, or?
I'm not sure. I didn't see what she done for her shot, so.
I'm not sure.
Come on, the Kinder Surprise.
I think she may have won because, she was pretty close to those reds. I think she's pushed this one over here and she's... Can't see much going wrong for Rhiannon there.
No. Oh, wow.
Suck it.
Yeah, she's missed that one.
Yeah.
And, well, yeah, this is a shot. This is an opportunity she wouldn't have been expecting now.
Absolutely. Comes down to this double A or possible triple.
Yeah, I think you've got no option but to go for this, really. Obviously, with the reds are.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who's a clever girl?
Oh, and that was a pretty good effort.
Yes.
Just missed it.
Come on,
Okay,
Kinder.
so the other frame, Tanya's got 2 shots on yellows.
Rio needs a good shot off this second last yellow red to get down nicely on the black, so it's not.
Go, Rio.
What would you do with this shot?
I'd be
Would you
playing
play
with a bit of right hand side. And
up the
float
rail or up
off
to
the
the
rail
other?
and float down and put the black in the top left hand pocket. I should
Get
try
up
to
there,
stun it in and
So you would have been that pocket or the
I would
opposite
have used
pocket?
2 rails there.
Yeah, so
the
you've
other,
gone
yeah,
opposite.
play for the other black pocket there.
Yeah.
Play into that area down there where as long as you get the pace right, you're
Yeah,
going to have a
yeah.
reasonably good shot. That's a really good black.
That's a good shot.
That's a really good black, yeah. Good shot.
Okay, so a good start by the Vics, 3-0.
So where are we on the other table?
Tanya's on yellow
Queensland
and
at the
Sue
table.
is on red.
And then I'll put it.
So it's a pretty
She's a bit
50-50
stiff
table
there.
at the moment.
She's a bit stiff there that she's killed this red because that was actually a good shot. She moved that red into a better position, I think. And if this was sitting over the hole, it would have made a difference.
Yep.
Once again, Tanya's got a tricky little there. They look simple, these airs, but they're actually not. You actually really got to think about what you're doing in these positions.
Well, she might have actually played that in off the red, and then the red would have gone dead towards gone down to her yellow over the hole, and it would have been a safety
she could've
shot
done that.
in the same
Yeah.
shot.
I actually think she's on the yellow through the gap now. If she's on that, that's a bonus. If she is. This is a bonus, though. This was the tricky ball, obviously, the real tricky ball. So she's landed actually fat on this.
She's missed it. And the only problem with getting that yellow then is now you've opened up all the reds.
True. I think Sue needs to put a ball into a ball here, and
On the
these
other
are
table,
my favourite shots at dead weight, Bez.
no, she's up against the rail pretty close as well, and I reckon that's missed.
Yeah. Okay.
Tanya's got a chance here. I'm
Yep.
pretty sure that yellow nearest to the black goes into the middle pocket.
It does, and the other bonus here is that yellow goes in off the one behind the black. If she can get a nice, it goes fat off the red. Like
Yep.
it goes fat off the red, so it's actually become a big pocket that.
Okay. Yeah. So
Right, this is the shot here. Next two, obviously, the next 2 shots, but what's going to go there this time? That must go in the middle.
yeah, that was the
Must go
one
in
I was
the
actually.
middle. Yeah, right. So now it's actually worked out all right. She's
She's
playing
going
this.
for the other ball. I think she's
It
on
must
the
be.
other yellow.
Yeah.
She's looking at it now. Yeah, she's
She
changed.
rolls through this as a natural angle to bounce off the top rail off the other one and get on the black. Good shot. Good shot. I think she's on this.
That's perfect.
The only problem is she's bridging over the ball, but I think she'll be fine. It's a good
Just
angle.
roll this and pop the black in the centre.
She can do that, yeah.
I think that's a better shot with the
Yeah,
big pocket.
correct. Yeah, you're right. And I think you play this off the red A-bags. You don't play for the you play it off the red.
I think
get
you're
the
better.
line
I
to
think
the
you're
jaw.
better off playing that than the inside.
exactly.
Inside
Because you might get catch the inside jaw, you're not getting this shot. And she's done that,
That's a good finish as well. So a good start by the Vics, 4-0.
Yeah. The Benj is now 6-3.
Come on, Tinder surprise.
And up on this table we have got TK and Temple. This is Temple at the I just played that shot.
And
I
Joey
don't
and
know her,
Nicole.
but I know she beat Colby in the singles.
TK?
So, no, this Temple,
Okay.
the Queensland lady. So she's obviously a fairly decent player. Yeah, we had a bit of a fluke there.
Come on, mate.
Yeah. Bit of luck. Goes a long way.
But she's still got this hard yellow down the bottom here.
Yeah,
She's got to do something with.
She's got a good game though. So a lot of ways she plays. She commits to shots. She plays shots.
Yeah, she's.
Yeah. I think we can.
Yeah, she definitely was one of my picks for the make the state team.
Yeah, well,
this is obviously her first time.
Yep.
So yeah, definitely.
And
player.
I'll be big. Yeah. Quite a few more sides to come for TK.
Yeah.
I'd say. Strikes the ball well. Commits to the shot. Plays the shot.
Come on, TK.
Let's see how she goes about this. This is. That's a really good shot, that. And then she can play the double onto the other ball. That's exactly what I was looking at. Like,
Yeah.
As long as she got that yellow over the hole, fat over the hole.
Yep.
And in fact, she can pop the one in the middle now and get a better angle so she can't miss the double.
Yeah, I think you probably would. You'd put the one in the middle if you're on the one because it's going to be a hard problem later.
100% because that double's not a natural double. You got to So take the one in the middle.
Maybe she's not on it.
Maybe she's not on it. Oh, she is. I'm looking at the camera. She's on it, but. Nice shot. Lovely shot.
Yeah, that's a great shot.
Yeah.
You reckon the yellow's on in the middle?
It is on the middle, yeah. She was just on it, that last shot, but... They've hit it a bit, though.
Overhit that a bit, and yeah, I don't think this is on anywhere now.
No, it's not going off the black, that's for sure.
And the men's Vic, Clacky just won that frame, so it must be pretty close now.
6-4.
Yeah.
Is this on? Is this going into yellow?
Oh, it's a huge shot if she pops this.
It's
Oh,
on.
it's a great shot. Oh,
Already.
and that was a stiff.
Yeah, good pot.
But I guess with that kind of shot, you had no real control of the white ball.
Good pot though.
And I suppose the white could be in a worse position.
Yeah.
She's probably.
If you're going to foul,
Would you play the plant on the ball onto the ball over the hole here, or would you do what
I think
she's
you
doing?
move these two, but you hit it with a bit of get the balls out off the rail. You want nothing sitting near a rail. Like get them out like that. That's it.
Yeah, it's
good
pretty
shot.
The only thing that's probably bad about this is she probably would have preferred to play the deadest red she's got left. She probably would have been a good shot to play that onto the one over the hole. Where now she can't. Now she's not going to be able to do that.
That's
She's probably got to go for the one over the hole.
Yeah.
And it makes the other red harder.
Play the plant first, and then just open the other two up, and use your last shot to go out. But
And now she's still got that problem ball on the left-hand side of the table.
That's right. Screw back to the side rail now, through the gap, and get on it now. Could even lay a snooker here.
Yeah, she could do. She's pretty plumb on the double at the moment. It's just pretty good. Well, she's perfect on the double and the red in the middle.
Oh no, I don't think you'd be playing that shot. Though.
You wouldn't play that?
I think that was the shot. She just underhit it a bit, but she's still all right.
Yeah, not
It's
bad.
a lot trickier now, but she's going to have to punch this a bit so she doesn't go towards the pocket.
Yeah, I think I think the pot of this is fairly easy, but it's getting on the other ball.
She needs to punch it in and like hit about like probably 10 inches from the pocket on the side rail, and she'll get good position. She's playing the other ball.
Okay, yeah.
This is natural position, but this is definitely missable, especially hard up on the rail. Yeah.
Yeah. some questionable shots, you could argue there.
I personally, I hate like when they're hard up on the rail. It's, you know, you want to be potting. You want to have potting angles that you actually fancy, if you know what I mean. When like that was a dodgy potting angle, sort of like it had to be finessed and stuff too.
20 seconds.
So
TK just needs to avoid the in-off, which she...
Right. Now.
And this is, what would you do in this shot, bro?
I'll be playing this with right hand side, and I'll be coming the top rail, side rail, and trying to get behind the red, so I'm knocking it down the table.
So
But if you slip past it, there you're in diabolics. But just play for the double. Yeah, no, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose it was one of them ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got no option but to double it now.
This double needs to square up quite a bit, so. Should hit this with quite a bit of pace to make it square up.
Yep.
Cross.
And
Cross, nearly triple.
that was that went round around the rim.
Yeah.
This black for 5-0.
5-0.
5-0. Which yeah, it's quite a statement for a team that's undefeated.
Which goes 5-0 up. Nicole's obviously on yellows here, so.
Yes. Yeah, Nicole's on yellow again. She's playing against Jojo.
Jojo, yeah.
And
Come on, Jojo.
yeah, and that didn't pass.
Well,
Looked on, but
no, I don't.
You
Well,
reckon?
yeah. Well, the way she played it, must have thought she could pot it. So, from the camera angle here, it certainly didn't look on. But
what would you do in this situation, Brett? Would you you just leave this red over the hole? Just
you don't
as
need to pot it here,
safety.
Bazley. And look, all you got to do is make sure you don't leave an angle off. Jordan's gone for it. Pot out. Look, you should go out from here, but
Yeah.
But if you're going to play a safety shot there, the only thing you don't do is leave them on the ball in the middle where they've got a natural angle to get on the ball on the top rail. If you can leave them on a pot there in that situation, you make sure they just can't get on the yellow. That's your safety shot, if you can't sneak them properly. And Jojo's going to run this onto this.
That was a little bit hard.
Yeah, it's caught it a bit thin, so now this has become tricky. Got to run around off 3 rails. Yeah, maybe the angle wasn't there for that actually. Yeah.
This is a pretty big pot now from the distance.
It is a big pot. She's leaving the game up if she misses this. She has just cracked that in. What a great shot. What a great shot. She cracked it in like it was over the hole.
Yeah, it was. It was a very good shot. And
in the middle,
back in the middle,
yeah,
and then a white try and get it up on the top rail.
Top rail, yeah. She's taking it down the bottom.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like that because if you miss it,
she missed it. Yeah.
You're leaving them on the yellow,
Yeah.
which now she needs one good pot on positional, and then
yeah, absolutely.
we're potting it in the middle.
Yeah,
the white was going up to the top rail.
Harder, you can get it to the top rail, then
and
even if you miss it, it's going to sort of just bounce out round the pocket, and this takes good control to get back to the yellow though here. Especially got to play this with a bit of either one side or the other here. I think the right way to play it's off 2 rails and get back on the yellow in the top left-hand pocket with left-hand side off this. But she's hit it a bit, got into the white too much.
Yeah.
Seconds.
What do you do here, Bez? Double in the middle?
I'll probably try and double it up the top.
The top, back in the top?
Yeah. You're pretty limited of options.
Yeah. Just tried to nick it in, I think. Tried to nick it in.
Yeah, so this is for the
6-0.
6-0 whitewash first round.
Yeah.
That's in.
Wimbledon's got a bit of work to do here. Got, yeah, no cover here.
Yep, just got thrown to that yellow pretty
this is
nicely.
what- needed to get through that a bit more actually to make it easier.
Just cannon into the red here.
Good positional shot required here.
Yeah.
Sorry?
I think you needed to try and cannon into the
I
red
don't
there.
think she could. She needed to get back out in the gap.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but you don't want to be on the rail either because you've got to work the white to get on the black then. So, yeah.
And
The first shot was needed to get through the first shot more and get straighter on the yellow, obviously. And
there'll be a safety shot coming up now.
yeah,
Probably just clip the red and over to the nearest one to the black.
yeah.
Leave the white over behind the black.
Good thing about the snooker off the red up here is you can actually play it behind the black and cover the black into this pocket.
Yeah, yeah.
So even though it's an easy out, an easy get out, but
Yeah, that was wasn't the best shot.
no,
It was,
no.
it was a risky. So if
Rachel-
you mocked it
Rachel
up, you
Potts
was
is
going to
the
be
right-
leaving the shot there on the
If
yellow.
she practices with the right weight, she'll have a shot at the black down the bottom of the middle here.
Yeah.
So
And once again, just sneak it herself.
Yep. All right.
Okay, so you have to come off the cushion with a bit of pace and try and put the black in the middle.
Yeah, black in the middle.
Yeah, the black's gone pretty safe, and once again, I would just imagine Linda's going to try and get 2 shots here, and
Absolutely, yeah.
and then go game.
Even if it takes 2 or 3 shots to get the 2 shots, let's just make sure you get the 2 shots and lay a tight snooker.
Yeah, the perfect opportunity
The
on
balls
this,
are there to go out, but just
on this left-hand
don't
side
need
of the
to, yeah.
table. You can just hit that red off the cushion and leave the white behind the other 2,
Yeah.
the 2 reds there,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
that's
so
a really
good.
hard
You
snooker to
actually-
get out of.
a great position to be to get back up this end of the table. So pop this and pop the one that's near her hand,
Yep.
and just stun the other one down the table and sit fat
Yeah.
behind the other one.
Yep.
And then but actually play the one on the rail as the ball you're hitting, not the snooker ball, because then the balls are nicely out in the middle of the table. So, but either way, just get the snooker afterwards. It's actually a bit thin on this to hold the white. Just played it that way. It's a good shot. That's a good shot.
Yeah, and it's a pretty hard snooker to get out of.
Yeah. What you're going to do is just push the red back down the table a bit. Yeah. Got 2 shots.
2 shots on
You
here.
can go now. You can
Good
go
chance,
now.
man. She's got a good.
Yeah, to get into the 2 reds.
Yeah. Put this first red in, move one of the other balls out the way.
Yeah. That's through pretty wide. That double, didn't it, Dave? Can you?
Sorry,
It's through wide.
I didn't actually
Yeah,
watch
through
that
wide.
shot.
It's a good shot from Lyndall. Can't control that really well.
Yeah, she's perfect on this red into the corner
Yeah.
now as well.
Yeah. Obviously, get rid of the red she closes to. That's the
Yeah.
But she played that really well. Yeah, good shot. Whoa, wow.
Only just went in.
Yeah, but it carried past to the black. It made it a little bit tricky here. I mean, this is such an easy shot if that stops half a roll beforehand, isn't it?
Yeah, ideally you want to be going to the one.
It's got to take the one on the left-hand side as we're looking at it.
I think you would have, or if you didn't go so far, you would have gone for the one on the right-hand side where you're looking at it, and it would have been plumb on it.
Right, but you actually got to play this with a bit of pace, and it's actually a missable shot. She played it great. Needed to move that red instead of being close to it, just in case you missed it.
That was a good shot.
Yeah. I think you just bounce it to the side row, and he'll use you too, Baz.
Yeah, you want to put it up to the top left-hand pocket, so then you're going to be on the black that way.
Yeah. Oh, it's a little bit firm. Right, safety shot required. So the obvious safety is off the top row, off the left-hand side row, and bring the white back up into the jaws in the top right-hand pocket.
Yep.
And in playing it that way, you may actually push the red in front of the black too, which is you could actually possibly should play a snooker here. What you don't want to do, obviously, is going off in the top pocket. Play the snooker. That's a good shot. I should do that quite easily. Yeah, good shot. Yeah, if you hit them thick enough, you play that shot. You're never playing if it's too thin, obviously.
Yeah.
Good shot.
So going to roll into the red here.
That's a good shot too, eh?
Yeah, I think that was. Because if you come up and down, you were going to be leaving Lyndall on the red anyway.
Yeah.
So it's probably the best sort of shot you can play.
Good shot.
Not sure if it's touching ball or not.
No. I think you just hit this with a bit of pace and see where it lands, because you got to be stiff not to have a decent safety still after this. You know what I mean? Like, or not be on it or whatever. If you're not on it, you should be able to play a decent safety off it still. So just get it out of there and see where you finish on these sort of shots. Is that touching? No,
it wasn't touching.
Great shot from him. Let's get through that. Oh, I tell you what, it's not the best of angles, is it?
No, it's not. It's very hard to punch this in and get across for the black. I think you're better off just rolling this over the hole.
Yeah, I think this is. Yeah, I think you need to cover the hole here. It's the real queuing shot. This has really got to get through this. And yeah, that's the right shot, as long as she doesn't knock it in. And okay.
Yep. Would have been better just sitting over the hole, which I'm sure she was trying to hold it.
What do you do here, Vaz? Just sit on top of the black? Or push it up past the centre pocket on the left-hand centre pocket and leave the white heart up on the rail. If you can get it just past the centre pocket, she's gone that way.
Not bad, but
you probably
going to have a few of these shots now.
Yeah, you need to be sitting right on there, because Rachel can clip off the right-hand side of it now and run the white up the table. And
in this situation, you want the distance.
You want the distance, yeah. And she's going to get that easy here, because there's no danger of pushing the black over the hole.
Yeah. Yep, and that's pretty about as good as you're going to get it, really.
That's pretty good lead.
So what would you do here?
Well, risky, but I'd be probably pushing the black just past the centre pocket, like I said to do the last shot.
Leaving the white where the black is.
You just got to get the black past the centre pocket.
Yeah, yep.
And
yeah, it's one of them ones that's not easy to muck up.
No, yeah. The other option is to roll up on the black, but if the table rolls, you're in diabolics. She's gone the double. And she's got out of that, so.
Yep, and that's worked out pretty well.
Yeah. Here again's the same shot, Bez. Just past the centre pocket.
was just a bit of a slap,
Tried to
that
double
one,
it
really,
too.
wasn't it?
She's by no means fat on this ball. It's actually harder than what it looks on the camera. It doesn't look that hard an angle on the camera, but it's actually a nightmare of an angle, this shot.
He's probably got to screw it up slightly so she doesn't go in off in the centre, maybe.
No,
Natural in the
yeah.
middle or not?
That black's actually, from what the viewers, what we can all see at home, and that this is actually further across the table than what it looks. This isn't easy. Yeah, that was a lot more of a blind angle than what it actually looked on the camera.
Yeah. Okay, so, and this is still a little bit of a cut. And it goes. So Queensland on the board, yeah, 6-1. Women's matches are a race to 10.
Race to 10?
Yep, 3 rounds of 6. How many frames is there in yours in the Masters?
Yeah, 10's a winning score.
Yeah, so it's the same. I think the guys is it's 24 match.
The
First to
open's like
13.
13, yeah.
What's that score over there, mate? 7-all, Victoria and
7-all. Good comeback.
Queensland men open.
4-0 to 7-all. Who's on what? Tanya's on the red here, eh? On the other table.
I'm not sure, to be honest.
I think she is, yeah.
I hope so.
Well, no, is that the red? She's lined up with the yellow. Yeah, she's on the red. Yep.
Yeah, well, Reds is obviously can control the frame.
Yep. Yeah, good pop.
Now you just want to push this red out.
Yeah,
so
you
it's
just
on.
nudge it on, yeah. Leave the white art up on the top rail and just nudge the red on. That's the way. Good shot.
Yep, that was a good shot. We've got TK back up. Oh, did Tanya have 2 shots there, did she? Didn't realise that.
But you play the black, can you? Just push the black down a bit. Just a little bit firm. I think she was trying to get that over the centre pocket, though. Maybe, well, no, actually, why? No, you shouldn't be doing that. I didn't realise that the yellow was covered on the left-hand side completely, so yeah.
Yeah, she
that's what she's
might be
played.
snookered here.
Trying to smother things a bit.
Oh, what's she doing now?
That's a good shot. That's a good shot. It is. Very smart. I just heard one of the girls say very smart shot, and it is. The reason why it's a smart shot because she can't put the yellow onto the red now, the one near the rail, but he's going to probably be a foul snooker. The white's going to run.
Yep.
So she's left him off the other one. Look, not that you'd do it anyway, but more I think about it.
She's got a bit of a result there. She's covered the black up a bit.
There she is. What do you do here, Bags? I think you've got to chip this yellow on the side rail and cover the red over the...
Yeah,
you need to... She's tried to do. I admit it. But she did get a result from the last shot.
This is still risky to pull the trigger with this because where the black is, if that yellow didn't cover the black in the centre, you'd be going game every day of the week.
100%. She's going for a 10. Oh, wow.
Yeah, well, that hasn't worked out well.
TK's covering all and good cover.
Mr. Tanya's playing
She needs to bring this yellow back up the table up here, but doesn't want to just chip it down the table. That's what she's trying to do. And now yellow's a favourite.
Oh,
At 50-50.
Yeah, I reckon 50.
Yeah, 50-50.
I still think this is a difficult out from here.
Yeah.
She could have done with knocking the black just down a bit further towards the red, and then it would have been a fairly good shot.
Yeah, correct, that's true. Or get the yellow down on the side rail or whatever. Like. I think I prefer to be on yellows now though, best. Chips off the one on the bottom rail, snookers Tanya, then. Oh, okay.
Tanya's got a big chance now. That yellow.
But the black's no gimme, so.
There's a lot of distance between all the yellows. A lot of transitional shot.
Put that back in the middle.
It's definitely on in the middle.
Yeah, it's on. And she's playing in the middle.
It looks easier on the camera than it does looking at.
Yeah.
And no good. It's still pretty big. It's still pretty big out on the yellows here to get from one ball.
Yeah.
Because you got one in the centre of the table, one either end.
If she's on the one in the centre, what you do here? She's obviously not, because I think she'd be playing it. Screw back to the middle of the table and clip this one in and run down the table. You just run this over the whole winner over anyway.
Yeah, that's a pretty good shot.
It's a bonus if the yellow goes in the middle. I think it does, but yeah. Oh, she only got one. I thought she had two shots.
No.
Oh, okay.
So Tanya for the double into the top.
Cross double. Yeah. Double kisses on two though, so. Actually, no, she would have knocked that in. Hit it a bit thick, so. It's turning out to be an interesting game, that one, isn't it?
Yeah, I think Tanya definitely had control of the game, and I'm not sure what the other ladies
Hail Mary here.
Sorry?
Side rail. Smack it into the black. Hail Mary. Yeah, probably big chance to knock the yellow in though, aren't you? So.
Yeah, well, if you got, maybe it's a good idea just to knock the yellow in over the hole and leave the white in the jaw.
Get the yellows, clip the yellow.
Yeah, it was a foul.
Yeah.
I think it might have been better just to knock the yellow in over the hole in there and leave the white where the yellow was. I think that was pretty hard to get out of that.
Yeah. Make her waste the first shot or knocking a really good pot first shot, one or the other. Yeah.
And hope it goes dead or.
Yeah, I agree, Baz. 100%.
You just made it easy now. This is just the gift.
Yep.
A bit of a lucky rub there, really.
Queensland, they got 9-7 up on the men's, and they just won that, so they're actually 10-7 up, I think.
10-7 up, okay.
So the 9-7 or 10-7.
Sabrina beat Tanya, so that's 6-2. Victoria stays in a bit of a comeback, won the last 2 frames.
Yep.
She's definitely, this lady's on the reds.
Yeah. She's on the yellow.
Oh, she's on the yellow?
Yeah. TK's in control here.
Yeah. Yep, TK's on the reds, okay.
Right, deep screw required here. Screw up the yellow, the double. Screw back a side roll and back behind the black. She's actually taking it down the bottom. That would have worked too.
It's a good effort.
Yeah. Good thing about that shot she just played there is she actually put some pressure on her.
Yeah, it was a good shot.
Thanks.
Yeah, well, you'd think
Some pressure on her.
yeah,
So,
like,
yeah.
and because of that shot, TK's going for these reds up the top. Where I think if that yellow would have gone not over the
Take the
hole,
yellow
she would have taken the red and
Yeah.
screwed up the rail and then played the plant.
Yeah,
Where now this is still tricky.
it's become tricky now, that's for sure.
Just roll
Play
up
the
beyond this
snooker?
red.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's frozen. Well, I don't know about going this way. This is kind of just giving her an opportunity, really.
Giving her a chance, but yeah.
Although it's slim.
Yeah. It's 9-7 the men, so
Queensland men open teams 9-7 up against Victoria. What's she going to do here? Screw down or play for the double? Aim for the double. That's not bad.
not bad. Marcus double.
Would you go for the Marcus double? Yeah, I think the double kiss might be on if you do the straight
Maybe
one
you can
across.
square it up, but
Marcus double.
I think the Marcus double best.
Oh, the Marcus double is going to bring the roof off.
Yeah. Tell you what, you could have actually played the double.
Yeah, I think she could. I think you just had to avoid the double kiss
Yeah.
because you had to force the angle.
Yeah.
It wasn't that far away.
No.
So what would you do here? Would you back yourself?
Right, yeah, definitely. Got to pot this ball.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, I mean,
100%.
in this situation,
think
I
TK
personally
goes
would do. I would have potted the other rig, back myself to
Really?
clear up.
I think that's a right shot, Dave. Because if you don't, like, this is a natural angle to come around with a bit of side. That's all you need here. A bit of the left hand side, and sort of drag the ball in the left hand side and just let the white run.
Yeah.
Hit it a little bit thickish and let the side take over and work, create the angle for you. Well done. Played it well.
Yeah, that was a good shot.
Yeah. Another inch up the table. This is a simple black, and it's actually like she's got to make sure she doesn't come going off over here. And
Yep. Yeah.
yeah, she's an inch short of being like basically an unmissable black. That was actually missable.
The only reason I said back to that shot
Go the
before,
other way.
where I went the other way, is you roll the one in over the hole. You're going to be up the table and on that ball, and I think you were going to get a better shot on the black where you can't
coming
miss
into the
it.
line of the black more. Yeah.
Where I actually think
Good
she
point,
played
yeah.
that positional shot quite
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
and she still ended up chopping it up.
Yeah.
Because she wasn't perfect on the black.
Valid point there, mate. Personally, I don't mind the shot over the hole, that drag one, but you're right, it can go wrong though. Going the way that you said, you're actually coming back into the line of the black, and you've got like 4 foot of room. Yeah, so that makes So you can't not have a reasonably good shot on the black. Yeah. It's 10-7 now. 10-8.
And it looks like quite a close. The open ladder looks very close this year. Like,
I haven't seen it. I've no idea, mate.
I think that every team's had a couple of losses.
Yeah.
It seems pretty close.
Okay.
So yeah, the Queensland won another frame there, which it's 6-3. They won the last 3.
Yeah.
And it's been big change.
What's 11-7, is it, Dan? Yeah, it's 11-7. Okay.
Okay, so we've got JoJo's on yellow.
JoJo's on yellow.
And she's going to try and get this over the hole.
Yeah, gets us over the hole.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
That's fine too. Got a bit of time there on yellow, so Colby's got a ball off the break and much of a muchness. Yellow already. You just got to devise a plan straight away here. Obviously, like just you know, you're not going out from here. And it's unlikely you're going out, so just got to try gaining an advantage in the frame, obviously. So it's interesting to see what Colby does here. Though the out is possible, it is there. It's going reds. I actually think she's taken us on. And the more I look at it, I don't blame her. She gets that red next to the bottom of the pack. Gets a nice angle on at the bottom of the pack. Yep. Hit the black, knock the red out. All the other balls are on, and it's just one good split, really. And then reasonably good control after that. So the out's there. It's definitely there. I think we actually will see Colby take this on.
Yeah, you've got a bit of backup plan with the yellows being dead.
That's right, yeah.
3 or 4
Yeah.
hard ones. I don't think that's the best angle in the world.
No, maybe she was trying to get back further, like so she can just hit to roll it in and play the shot and extract the other ball. Yeah. I think maybe a better shot would have been to roll through now, but the roll through then. Mm-hmm. You've got the natural angle, you get the extraction, you've got 2 other balls sitting there, you're going to be on. The red comes up this like to the top rail and the black gets freed and the out's there. So. Looks like she's just clipping off this. Clipping off the red. Right. Open them all up. Fair enough. Two dead yellows she had. So yeah.
Yeah.
Open the frame up.
JoJo's on the yellows here, so she's got a good chance to go game. Yeah.
Now 11-8, Queensland in the men's. Queensland 11-8 up on Victoria.
Come on, Joe. Come on,
This is a
I think she can roll it in and still be alright here, right?
Roll it in and still be in the yellow in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah, I think she's fine. Yeah, the white's coming this up the table a bit, so.
Yeah, that's a good shot.
Come on, Mojo.
What you do here is just make sure you avoid the jaw of the top pocket. Then you got a soft screw off with right hand side like that. So she can have the side on it, but that's fine. Got a nice kiss.
Nice little kiss, yep.
Nice kiss.
Come on, KP. Come on, Sarah.
Yeah, this one's probably a big frame to stop the rock.
Yeah. She's a good potter, JoJo. Yeah. Doesn't miss many of those sort of shots. She's actually quite a good potter. She pots quite well, so you know, like those missable sort of yippy shots.
Yep.
She just knocks them in. So
it's good. So that's 7-3.
7-3, yeah. Colby's got through that really well. That's a
that's a great shot.
That's a great shot. That's the perfect angle. So the one thing Colby doesn't want to be here now is straight on the ball on the top rail, dead straight. obviously she needs to get past the yellow, and so doesn't snooker herself. But any little bit of any angle, she's fine.
Yeah.
Come on, KP.
The black does go into the middle right, but
As you said, a little bit straight.
yeah, a little bit
probably.
straight. She's still got the black in the middle, other middle, but yeah, just a touch. She just threw that just another inch or so. She can bounce off the rail and get close to the black, and obviously
This
she's
is,
not playing off the rail. So
This is actually really tricky.
yeah, it's on. The black's definitely on in the middle, but like she's gonna have to play it off the rail.
20 seconds.
Or from the jaw of the pocket. It's actually screwing back.
Yeah, screwing back.
It's actually
It
coming
isn't-
back and out. Does it go in the other middle? It must.
Anywhere for you, mate. Come on, Paul. Come on,
It looks tight. It looks
She played
tight.
for it down the bottom. She must have played for it down the bottom, maybe overscrewed it.
I'm not sure, but it looks tight in the middle. It looks even tighter looking at the actual table.
Yeah.
The screen.
Well, yeah. Playing it down the bottom.
20 seconds.
This is a big shot.
Got it.
8.
No. Just missed it. No.
Probably, I think she probably played that at a good pace because if you missed it, you wanted to make sure it was over the hole.
Yes.
But it's still come away a little bit. Yeah,
Too many options here to look.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's come away a little bit. You wanted it right over the hole.
Right over the hole, at least the pressure's on, yeah. Yeah.
So if this was right over the hole, I'd be backing her to pot this.
Tell you what,
When-
Colby is just black, she's just become favourite again, best.
Yeah, as long as she doesn't clip it and go in and off.
Like doesn't kill it. If she just hits this black and just leaves it basically, she leaves the black on from most positions on the table, she's actually favoured again.
Yeah. It's just, you just got to hit the right side of it.
Yeah.
Problem is, if you hit the left-hand side of it, it's probably going to go in, off.
Yeah, that's right.
And if you hit the right-hand side of it, you're not going to be potting it anyway.
Yeah. If she hits it and puts it in a nice position, she obviously becomes favourite. If she doesn't, well, yellows remain favourite.
I mean, even if you just hit it, it's pretty hard to play a safety from there if it's right over the hole.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the black's favourite, 100%. Yeah. She needs to come up with a real good shot next shot. I think you actually try to pot this black at dead weight. Sort of more, actually lean more on just hitting it at full ball at dead weight.
Yep.
But, you might knock it in, and if you don't, then you hit it full ball. Well, you can come off 2 rails here and just sort of nestle on it too. That's what she's done, and this looks perfect. This looks absolutely perfect. That's a great shot.
Yeah, and the pressure's on now to get the snooker.
That's perfect, yeah. Now she needs to find a snooker, obviously. She can't just roll up on the one on the right-hand side. That's not snooker, I think.
I think that black looks even easier, more over the hole than looking at the table than it does on the screen.
Yeah, really?
Like looking at over there.
Just we took the jacky on. Took the point on.
All the work, mate.
Yeah, I think she run out of options there, really. And
yeah.
that's why it was really important to get that black near the hole. Because if that didn't have gone near the hole, then it was a completely different ball.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's another one, 2 in a row for the VIC, so 8-3.
The men's 11-9 now.
11-9.
Daniels, you can see Daniel in the background there. He's got to play that well. Lovely shot.
Yeah, that was a great shot by Daniel.
It's just bounced up a little bit high. This is a tough black he's got. It's a very tough black.
Yeah. It's a great QS. I'm still
Yeah,
back
he
into
is.
the pot this.
Hey, very good player, Daniel. Well, anyone can miss this shot. There's no doubt about that. Beautiful shot. Put it the right pace, shoot it in. Lovely.
You could tell how much that game meant. The whole place went silent.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, please, mate.
Yeah, Coke. Thanks, Cam. Rio over there. What's Rio on? Red, yellow?
Not sure, mate. I was just watching that frame. Daniel just won. So it's quite a close game now. You've got Queensland on 11 and Victoria on 10. Rio. She's on yellows. Might have played that a little bit harder to make sure the red come out of there.
She's gonna, yeah. It's one of them that the red could sort of go on the other ball, like, yeah. And if you play it with more pace, you could actually miss it too, Baz, you know?
Don't know what's happened there with the screen. Assuming
Screen's
someone's
gone
knocked it.
down.
Oh, must have knocked it. Oh, yeah, they knocked, the girls knocked it.
Hang on,
All
we're
right.
coming back. Technical difficulties. We'll resume back to our normal programming very soon.
It's all right. Yep, it's getting that fixed up.
It's back up, but it's not, I don't think it's
Oh,
exactly the
Dan's
same.
gone over there.
Oh, black table.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not
So what's Nicole got here? She's got one shot on red.
See, I told you, he struggled to reach.
You can play the snooker here. Barry, you just chipped the red out and you sit behind the other red.
Sorry, I was a millimetre out.
I think she's just throwing it off the cushion.
Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad.
Here, mate. Come on. Rio.
Come on, Rio. Come on, Natsu.
Rio's been up there. We think Rio's leading the stats
Is she?
for this. Yeah.
Oh, so?
She can play, there's no doubt about that.
I know, no, I agreed. So.
Is that a foul snooker? It is. It's a foul snooker. Yeah, put the red over the hole, lifted a foul snooker, she didn't have a look at it properly.
Is it a foul snooker? I'm not
Maybe
sure.
looks it, but maybe not.
I don't think
maybe
it
it's
is.
not.
I reckon you can just
But I
about.
can't understand why Rio would play that shot. Really, like,
We're getting a.
thanks, mate.
Thanks, Cam. Yep.
Well, they're bringing.
We've
we're
got the
gonna,
umpire in here.
maybe she tried to leave the white a little bit higher up. Yeah, then it wouldn't be a foul snooker. So if it's half an inch back, it's actually not a foul snooker.
Yeah, well, I
so-
reckon you can see halfway up that ball, so then that would mean you can hit the 90-degree angle.
Yeah, well, we're about to find out. It is a foul snooker, yeah. I think Rio's tried to hold the white back half an inch.
It's a
back.
foul snooker, yeah.
If it's half an inch back, it's not a foul snooker, so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Take some control here from Nicole. She's got to hit through it and get a result. And she hasn't, so yeah.
Yep, no result.
It was a lot smarter shot from Rio than what they probably looked. Because she realised she has to, if even there wasn't a foul, so she's going to play the red and she has to get a result.
She's got
so
2 shots here.
She's got 2 shots now, yeah. I actually think being a foul snooker, it's worked in Rio's advantage here because Nicole probably didn't take the game on if it's only got 1 shot. She pushes the red close to the hole. That's actually worked in Rio's advantage being a foul snooker.
Yeah.
Not saying Nicole can't go out from here, of course she can, but
Oh, well, she hits it.
she needs to kick this, into a pot of
Hit it
position.
first.
She's done that, it's a good shot.
Yeah, it was a great shot.
Yeah. Hey, this takes a bit of,
Yeah, this is.
I think she's got to actually,
I don't know if she's going to be able to hold this.
no,
Back in the
she has
centre.
to use the yellow on the side right, so she's actually got to sort of soft screw into the yellow.
Yeah, this is.
Yeah.
I'd probably try and pop the red, go in between the two yellows, and clip the yellow nearer to the middle pocket, and then just like so you're on the black in the
I
centre.
think she needs to go straight into the yellow, to be honest, Bess.
Oh, so yeah.
The angle I can see, like, if she tried to go straight into it, I think. This definitely not on this.
No, I don't think so. I think she can hit it, but she can't pot it.
It actually worked out in Rio's favour, giving her the foul snooker there.
Yeah, well, sometimes it just makes you attack the game.
Yeah.
And then when you lock it up, you've actually made it the other person favourite now because you've opened all the balls up.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's. Flash of that one.
Yeah.
Come on, the Vic.
Rio, what do you think she can do here? Just roll the snooker or?
Hey, plenty of options here. Just knock this ball in.
I think it's probably a good idea to play a snooker. Still got the yellow down on the bottom rail, which is still tricky.
Yeah.
Although you can play these yellows in a certain way where you go for the out and leave her off the black in the same shot.
Exactly, yeah.
But you don't really want to be leaving and clearing all these easy ones and leaving this one down the bottom into a loss.
Absolutely. But I'll tell you what, if you get close to it, you get nice on it. Going to play it now, it's risky.
Yeah, so this
very
is
risky
risky
shot
because
from
if
there.
you miss it,
absolutely,
you can't guarantee you're not going to be leaving the black on.
That's right. She struck that perfectly. That was a really good shot. She hit that really well.
And that was a confident shot.
Yeah, it was. And yeah, it had to be. Like, if you're going to play the shot, well, give it everything. And
she approached that as I'm going to pop this.
Yeah. Up and down here. Oh, no. Oh, it's played it off the actually, pinched a bit of the pocket. Yeah. Right, little screw back here.
Little screw back, yep.
A little bit solid, but the newer cloths, these four tables here in the arena are brand new cloths and that, so yeah, the white can get away from you quite easily. Whereas the outside tables are definitely slower. Yeah, she got a little bit too far away from the other. She got a result.
It looked like she was actually trying to pop that and run off the bottom because she didn't back up. I think you could have just stunned it. Been on the black in the centre.
Yeah, I think the angle she's on though, she's worried about getting too close to the side rail, but yeah, you definitely need to tone things down a lot more on these cloths. The four tables are actually viewing in the middle of the room. They're actually very fast, and it's new cloth, so very easy to bring yourself undone. You've got to really be careful about when angles and stuff. So
what cloths on? What cloth they using on there? 6811 or?
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, it is a very good cloth. Just got two out of it. The cloths are perfect, and they're the kind of cloths you want to be playing on all the time, but unfortunately this doesn't happen. But it'd be great if we could play on those conditions all the time. So just roll this in, put the black in the other side pocket, the other corner pocket, middle pocket, mate. Yeah. Just flit the white float across the table.
Just on into the right hand corner
put
pocket.
it into the bottom, the right. Yeah, save you that too. That's the cloth, see. You've got to really tone things down.
Yeah,
now this is tricky. What do you do here, Bez?
Yeah.
What do you do here?
Yeah, this is a very tricky shot now.
She has got a very, very awkward shot here. I think, what about this? Hit the black as fine as possible. Side rail, and try to actually put the white in the middle of the table so you don't move the black.
And,
Good shot.
yeah, that's pretty good. It's probably about as good as you're going to get it. This black double is on, but you've got to square it up quite a bit.
Yeah.
I personally love these shots.
Yeah. I think that maybe the right shot's to roll up on the black here. You could play it like side rail, and try to put the, on the black shot on the snooker tail, try to put the white, the black behind there. That's an option. I think she's playing a double.
I would be doubling
I
it.
think she's playing a double. Yeah, it's going to need to square up a lot this one. Got it. Bang.
Boom.
Yeah.
That was a good double. Yeah, I like them doubles.
Yeah.
I would have doubled that.
And these tables tend to square up a bit anyway, so so it's Good shot. 12-11 the men.
So
Coming
we've
into
got this game,
Win or a
Victoria 8, Queensland 4. They're just going to go for their team huddle into the second round.
Fucking Paddo's got an awful.
What was the open score, sorry? 12-11 to Queensland.
12-11, yeah. This is for a tie for Victoria.
Oh, so this game, in the background here, we got Patrick and...
That doesn't look that thin a cut on the screen, but I can tell you what, this is a nightmare pot. This is a lot thinner and closer to the rail than what it actually looks.
what's this on, Dan? Oh, sorry. It was a good shot.
Yeah. Okay, Bezel, with your tour, mate.
Patrick just pulled off a big shot there in the open event. So Queensland and Victoria were 12-all. We've got some hands of the teams. That's off here, that one. Turn that one off. Yep. Okay, so up now we've got Rachel King breaking against Rhiannon. And on the other table, Colby against Sabrina. Okay, so still open table. Probably a bit of 50-50 kind of split. I'd say reds are probably slightly better balls if she's on this one in the centre. And Rachel is on red.
Come on, Rio. Come on, Rio. Come on, Rio.
That's a good pot there. Great pot, red down the rail. And yeah, Queensland's are on reds on both screens.
Colby, Paul.
And yeah, that's a pretty good cover shot by Rachel.
Come on, Rio.
Colby's trying to, that's a good shot from Colby.
Come on, Rio.
She's got a yellow away from the pocket where the red was, and yeah, put a bit of protection over the opposite hole.
Shot, Rio. Come on. Come on, Colby.
Come on, Rio.
Shot, Colby. Come on. Come on, Rio. It's all right, Rio. Come on. Come on, Colby. Come on. Come on, Rio.
Beautiful. Come on.
Come on. Oh, shot Colby.
Not Colby.
Top
I
shot.
love your work. Come on, Rio.
Come on, Rio. Come on, Rio. Let's go. Go into Vic.
Get up, Rio.
Come on, Rio.
Come on, Rio.
Come on, Colby. Go to Vic.
Let's go, Colt. Come on, Rio.
Love it.
Shot Colt.
Come on, Rio.
Come on, Rio.
Come on, Colby.
Come on,
Come on,
Cole.
Colt. Come on, Colt.
Hi, Colby. Come on, go. Come on, go. Come on, hashtag. Come on, let's go, the VIC. Come on, Colby. Come on, go.
Let's go.
Start, go.
Red ball's in play.
Oh, mate. Shot, go.
Let's go, B.
Go. That's 9. Still need one more.
Let's go.
20 seconds.
Come on, Governor. Come on, mate. Come on, Victoria.
Hi, Governor.
Come on, Skipper.
Good job, mate.
Seconds. 20 seconds.
Come on, spell check. Come on,
Back up.
Right, Ella?
Yeah, no.
Come on, Ella!
We'll be on one of these.
Come on, Gabby! Come on, skip up!
We're playing on 1 and 2 next Friday.
Come on, Gab.
Come on.
Come on, Governor. Go, mate.
If you get me in full frame now,
Come on, Ella.
Governor, come on!
Come on, go!
Come on, Ella!
Come on, Victoria!
Let's go, Governor!
Ladies!
Come on, Captain! Come on, Gov! Come on! Come on, hashtag!
20 seconds. We'll get it done, mate. Don't take it.
Shot skipper!
I've never seen him wait as long.
Mate, good shot. Smart shot. seconds.
Smart shot, Gus.
Second visit.
Let's go, let's go.
Yes, mate.
I was shaking.
Yes, Gus. Hey. What's the smart girl? Who's the smart girl?
20 seconds.
Come on, Jojo! Come on, Jojo! Come on, Jojo! Come on, Mochi!
As I say, not as I do. Yes, Joe.
Not Jojo.
Yellow balls are coming.
Come on,
seconds.
Come on, TK.
Come on, Eeyore!
Come on. Let's go, Donkey! Come on!
Come on, TK!
20 seconds.
Come on, Jojo!
That's all right, TK. That's all right. Come on, Jojo.
Jojo!
Let's go! Come on!
Come on, Jojo! Come on, Tinder!
Come on, Moji. Come on, TK.
Come on, Jojo! Come on, Mick!
Come on, Jojo. Come on, Gonky.
Come on, Arms!
Mojo.
Let's go, TK!
Muscles for swapping.
Come on, Tina!
Come on, Joe. Great, mate. Great shooting, Joe.
Go, TK! Let's go!
Come on, Teeks.
Come on, Arms!
I know. It doesn't sound like that no matter how you... Yeah, I know.
Front row. Come on, T.
Go, TK!
You love it, Mojo. You love it, mate.
Spanish one day. I'm trying to do, and that's how we can count 10 in French. Exactly right. Yeah.
Come on, TK!
Go, TK!
Come on, Tiki.
Come Come on, niggas!
Rio get what they
But I did explain to her how it came across.
Yeah, because you were little. And Tinder, yes, that was first, and then that made me think of Tinder. And then I just thought, oh, she's so little.
Mike said, I'll try that, come